Hello guys and girls, lads and ladettes, and anybody else that's watching. John Moore with you, and we're doing the final reveal of the Hanomag Sdkfz 251/1 Tamiya kit. And shall I say that it was an enjoyable little build? It's came out very, very well. I am thrilled to bits with how it came out. Those figures, quite happy with them. They're not as bad as what they look like under the sprues. Bit of cleanup, and they came out quite nice. The Hanomag itself was absolutely fabulous. No fit issues, no problems with alignment or anything like that. Even down to those two back doors here, they went quite easily. They were a bit awkward getting on, but once they, because you got the top and the bottom with a movable piece in the middle, and you got to kind of align it up. And once I realised I was having the doors closed, then I said, I didn't have to go to all that trouble. But anyway, they are openable and closable, but I then glue them in position. Why do that? I do not know. But anyway, there's the outside of it, and if you see, you've got a line of bushes. So I'll just change the camera angle. I'll just pause this, change the camera angle, and we'll have another look at it from different angles, and we'll talk about it. I'll tell you what I thought of the kit, how it went. Like I said, no problems in going together, and just a few little bits and pieces on what I did to it, basically. So just hang on a second. Now, then we're back again at a slightly different angle. As you can see, the inside of the crew compartment, whatever you want to call it, is all nicely scraped and weathered and things like that. It really, all it was just black enamel paint on a sponge, flat black. It dries so fast. I can't fault it. I'm trying to find reasons not to keep buying it, and it works for everything. It's the Revel flat black. Works brilliant, and it for an enamel paint, it dries very, very, very fast indeed, and it's great for washes as well. But anyway, there's rust marks. I used UMP rust wash for those, which worked out very, 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 very well indeed. Let me zoom in now, if that kind of, the rifle sling isn't exactly the very best, but it'll do. It's from a distance, it looks fabulous. As you get closer up, you see the kind of the imperfections in it. It's only a bit of masking tape folded over and glued into place. The colours I used Tamiya's dark yellow for the yellow. I used NATO brown and NATO green. The reason I went for the NATO brown and the NATO green was in watching, when I was deciding what paints to use, I watch a lot of Andy's Hobby Headquarters, which I presume a lot of us do, and he uses the Tamiya's paints, and he explained that if you use the Tamiya, say red brown and the olive green for the German camouflage, when you gloss coat it and then dull coat it, it changes it and makes it even darker again. And if you want it nice and kind of light and worn looking, like I wanted this one, I wanted this very worn, and I think I got it. I think I'm quite happy with how it came out. The figures, like I said, okay, they're not the best of figures, but they are definitely not the worst of them. Look at this guy here. You've got good, face definition. You've got the decals for the helmets. Into the second guy. They are not bad at all. There's Heinrich on the MG42 and Wolfgang legging it out the back. We'll just turn it around. Excuse all the shakiness, it's the easiest way to do it rather than sort of, you know, keep the camera in behind it. We'll have to zoom in now. Let's settle. You know, those figures, they are quite nice. They're not the best, but they are definitely quite nice. I mean, look at the hands on them. For Tamiya figures, old Tamiya figures. I mean, I've seen lots of new figures that aren't half as good. Like I said, take your time, give them a nice bit of cleanup, especially around by the hands, because there's always extra flash and stuff around by the hands. But when you get it out and take your time on them, you can get a lovely job on them. Indeed. Can we get a look into the crew compartment there? You can go to the bother of painting it all up and getting a nice dashboard and everything else on it, and then it's not used. Can't even see it. Now, look there, those rust effects I'm quite happy with those, and that's like I said, that's Ultimate Modelling Products. Their rust wash, which is I find absolutely fabulous, absolutely fabulous. With that one, I just dabbed it on. In basically, I did the chipping, and then over the chipping in certain areas, I dabbed on a bit of the rust, like it would be. I mean, chips depends how new or how old the chips are. I mean, there's those tracks. Now they are rubber tracks, and when you glue them down onto the top of the road wheels, you can get your sag. See? Okay, you can see that they're glued down, but when you look at it from, like I said, from your normal, the 2 foot rule, that is absolutely spot on. Now, quick look, say, at the diode base. I said, no, I'll just bring this right up there. Excuse all the shaking, I do apologise. I'm going to change that angle here. Now, the diode itself is basically a piece of particle board, chipboard, whatever you want to call it. Excuse me. To which I put a very, very light coat of plaster. Very, very, very light. It's just kind of really thick painted it on, shall we say. To that then I sifted out some of that cat litter that I use, took the smaller parts of it, put it down and rolled it into it. When that's set then, because it was covering the whole board, so it didn't matter too much. Then lined off where I wanted the roads, spray glue down and added the green flock and a few tufts, which defined the road from this. The bush line then is, if you remember, if you even watched it, the how to make a tree, that series of videos I did, that is basically that stuff. What it is coconut fibre, hot glue, cut into a long strip, and I teased it all out and made a long strip the whole length of the board. Excuse me, I'll just put this back here. All right. John off moving everything again. Made it long, put it into different areas and things like that. Then give it a spray of primer. Now what this primer spray does to it, it kind of stiffens it. After it got its primer, then I gave it different coats of browns, blacks and things like that, just to change up any variation where any green didn't land, basically. Spray glue, and then on with the green flock. I used a darker green flock on that than I did on the grass. And basically that's it. That's all you have to do for them. It's very, very simple. I got the idea from a chap whose channel I frequent quite a lot. And a lot of my diorama ideas I get from him and things. It's the Terrain Tutor. You should check out his channel. He's more gaming, than model making. Actually, he's not really model making at all. He's all gaming. But certain little parts of what he does, you could say to yourself, I could use that, or I could change that slightly and I can use that. So that's where I get a lot of my ideas from. Anyway, there's the Hanomag Sdkfz 251/1 with 5 Germans. It's a lovely little kit, and it's, as far as I know, it's kit number 35020, or 3520. It's number 20 anyway. It's an old kit, and you pick it up for under €15 or under £15. Excuse me. So that's it. On to the next one, and I'll catch you up on that. So, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. John, signing off.